Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, you got to understand, bro. All this new age red pill content is all cap. They trying to act like they was really the bad boys. They was not really the bad boys. At the end of the day, you got to understand. When I was growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, bruh, we didn't do all this low interest to high interest. If they came to the trap, they was my interest. At the end of the day, you got to understand. We never had to do 25 steps like FitX Fearless. FitX Fearless, bro, I smashed more women than FitX Fearless ever did in his entire career when I was like 17. I'm not trying to brag on this. Listen, Father, please forgive me for my sins in Jesus' name, amen. But I'm going to just let you dudes know. At the end of the day, growing up in the hood, like I wasn't from the hood, but when I spent the whole summer in the trenches with my cousins that was smashing Mr. One Night Stands for a living, I'm going to let y'all know. I got my name 40 because I used to have Glock 23s with the 30s. And we ain't gonna say too much, but at the end of the day, that's how I got my name 40 from a female I was smashing. Then, all the women in Cleveland, they don't know me by my name Trey. They know me by 40. If women in Cleveland see me, they gonna be like, "What up, 40?" They not gonna say, "What's up, Trey?" They don't know my real name. At the end of the day, I was the only dude from the suburbs who was born in the suburbs, but I spent the whole summer. That's a whole 3 months straight. I'm doing I'm following in my cousin's footsteps at the time. At the end of the day, you got to understand, the women in Cleveland is on go. If you talk to a woman, try to do that red pill knowledge, try to fit in and, hey, what's your name? Bro, I was smashing women, I ain't even know their name. After I get done busting on the back, I'm asking, yo, shorty, what's your name again? I was scared to ask women what's their name because I didn't want to be embarrassed, because I was like, yo, I just straight hit it from the back. I just straight clapped something down and I don't even know the name. At the end of the day, you got to understand, bro, when I was growing up around them in the hood, bro, even though I was from the burbs, bro, when a woman came around, bro, if we smoking Zaza, I'm not asking her, are you trying to F-U-C-K? I tell her straight up, she give me the eye contact, she starts smiling, I say, I'm trying to ugh. I repeat, I'm trying to ugh. At the end of the day, she either gonna say yes, she gonna giggle and try to play it off. If she giggle and play it off, it was up. Or she gonna say, boy, get the F on. Like that woman at the airport told King 6'8" the Great. Boy, get the F on. At the end of the day, you got to understand. That's why I did feel when King 6'8" said, I could never lose aura. I'm from the projects. Because listen, I'm from the burbs, but I grew up in the hood. I'm from the suburbs, but I grew up in the hood, if you know what that means. You could be born in the suburbs as a melanated person, bro. You got the cousins that's in the slums that got the pack. Your favorite cousins is gonna be the cousins with the pack. If you know, you know. Now, I wouldn't do this now, but at the end of the day, bro, we did not used to talk to women like how Alpha Male Strategies literally showed you a dinner date when he was coming up. He was at dinner with a female, bro, in Cleveland, Ohio, bro. Dinner with a female is McDonald's. Like, bro, she know we ain't had no money. All we had was designer clothes. I used to steal designer clothes out of stores, bro. My pants, my jeans costed $120. I was running out of stores with Serenity jeans. Go look it up, Serenity jeans. Serenity jeans, whatever you want to call it. Serenity jeans, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, I had all the J's because I was from the burbs. So I already had all the J's. Bruh, at the end of the day, I used to go on 2-mans for a living. I ain't never asked a woman like, so what type of guys do you like? That's what the FitX Fearless, the Fresh and Fit podcast, that's all they do is ask only fan models, what type of guys do you like? Them same women, they'll go to the trap house, a dude to tell them, look them dead in their eyes like, I'm trying to fuck. Not to be graphic, I ain't trying to cuss like that on YouTube, but at the end of the day, I repeat, a dude will walk up to them in the trap and be like, yo, I'm trying to fuck. Be dead serious. That was my only, bro, I didn't have game. In the projects, there is no game. Is you trying to hit? That's more friendlier on YouTube. Is you trying to hit? And you know that mean F-U-C-K. And sometimes I ain't even say, is you trying to hit? I just told her, I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to hit it. And she said, listen, at the end of the day, one time I was chilling inside the trap house. I had other cousins, so I was around my cousin and his friends. His friend over there acting scared. He not from Cleveland. He was from Florida, so I don't know what they be doing in Florida. I'm pretty sure he don't represent Florida because he was just a scary type of dude when it comes to the females. At the end of the day, he over there acting scared. He really trying, bro. That was supposed to be his girl that he's supposed to smash for the night. At the end of the day, he not even saying nothing. He trying to play that quiet Sigma male type. That's why I'm saying, bro, the Sigma males, the quiet, bro, stop the cap. In the trap, if you don't speak up, you not getting none. You not getting none. You're not getting none. She gonna say, he's scared. Yeah. He's scared of this coochie. At the end of the day, you got to understand, I ain't never did all of that red pill knowledge. So if you dudes want to make degenerate content, at least do I was eating good. At least do the degenerate content the correct way, like how we used to actually do in real life. Dudes talking about one night stands. If I met the woman in the morning, I'm smashing the first 15 minutes. There is no night. She's not gonna make it to the night. I'm kicking her out by the night, taking her back home in a 03 Impala and a 07 Impala with the knockers in the back. Oh yeah, in Cleveland get like that. They don't care what car you. Listen, if you hop out fresh, as long as you ain't in no PT Cruiser, if you hop out fresh to death, when I'm talking about Jordans, designer jeans on, True Religion shirt, designer hat on, my fitted cap costs $100. My whole outfit about $600. I got a zip of the Zaza on me. The red pill is for dudes who never had the nuts to tell a girl straight up, you trying to hit? I'm trying to hit. YouTube friendly. I ain't gonna say the F-U-C-K. Bruh, in the hood, dudes don't ask women like, what type of guys do you like? Oh, you like guys who are 6 foot. Meanwhile, they 5 something. I was 5'7", smashing women 6 feet tall. Playing on a volleyball team for Columbus. Bro, they was going to Columbus State or Columbus University. I don't know. They was going to OSU. 6 feet tall. Real stallions. No Megan Thee Stallion. Real stallions. At the end of the day, I'm 5'7", but I'm the plug. I was the plug. I had the Zaza. We had the peas in the trap. Oh yeah, we had the pounds in the trap. At the end of the day, I got a zip on me. Listen, shorty, we could go back to the trap. I got the peas. If you want to smoke out the pea, listen, I got plenty backwoods. I ain't had no job. I got plenty backwoods. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, bro. People sleep on Cleveland, bro. The alarm was hating on me. The alarm holding me back. The alarm holding me back. That's the only thing I'm going to say holding me back. And I'm not going to say the white man like Dr. Umar. I'm going to say the alarm, I tried to hit stop and it held me back and shut the video off. At the end of the day, you got to understand. When I was in the trenches and I seen a 10 out of 10, do you really think I was going up to her asking her, so what type of guys do you like? You want to go out for dinner sometime? I was never saying stuff like that. This is why I be looking at red pill content like, bro, red pill is degenerate content. And they're giving you the dumbest techniques. If you really gonna be a bad boy, why don't you be a real bad boy to the fullest? Say bad things. Why don't you, bro? When I was hitting it from the back, I'm calling her B-I-T-C-A, bit. Bit. Father, please forgive me for my sins. In Jesus' name, amen. You got to, you see, that's like the only thing in life that I'm gonna blame. I'm not gonna blame the white man. I'm gonna blame they trying to get me for copyright. Oh, they playing the music. They trying to get me. They trying to get me for copyright. The radio trying to get me. I'm not saying a racist trying to get me, because they not. When I was in Cleveland, they was trying to get me. Yeah, because I was on the block. I was serving. I had an illegal firearm. Police pull up on me. I jumped the fence, ran to 3 different neighborhoods. I got away. At the end of the day, the only difference between dudes who got criminal cases, they got caught. I got away. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Now, with that being said, bruh, when I was in Cleveland, Ohio, at the trap house around my cousins, the dudes who really getting one night stands, bro, we are literally honest with women. So when women mess with us, they know what we was gonna get into, bro. Women was not coming to the trap not knowing that we about to try to smash. There was no way. The red pill, you coming back to the house? They take a woman out to eat. If we did not genuinely want to take her out to eat and we just seen her and like really just wanted to give her a piece of this meat, at the end of the day, guess what we was doing? We was telling her straight up, is you trying to up? Listen, I'm trying to hit, like I'm horny as hell right now. I'm trying to hit. Look her dead in her eyes and tell her this. She was either gonna say, you rude as hell, or she was gonna say, shoot, it don't matter. You know how many females baddies was telling me straight up, it don't matter. We can. And y'all gotta learn red pill knowledge. This is why I'm saying, bro, the bad boys are the only dudes that's honest with women. Somehow they just get to bust it inside of her, and then they end up on child support because they was not honest about that, but it just happened because they was hitting it raw. So that they really had no control. They was like, man, I'm just gonna go all the way. But for the most part, the quote unquote trap stars, the bad boys, like the bad boys from the hood, bruh, we running from the police. We trapping all day long. We chasing dudes off the block. So when we got around females, it don't matter, bro. I had a white woman look badder than, I'ma choke you, Gabby. Shannon Sharp paid $25 a cheek for that. Because he wasn't straight up. Instead of him saying, yo, I'm not really trying to take you serious like that, but I'm horny right now. Like, I'm trying to hit. If you tell a woman that straight up, bro, she either gonna say you rude as hell or she gonna say, it don't matter. I'm down. What's up? We could do that. Bruh, now some women in Cleveland, they really aggressive with it. Like, they bad, but they aggressive with it. They showing the booty shorts, but they letting the cheeks hang out at the bottom. I told this one woman, listen, she was already inside the house. We smoked the blunt and everything, right? I'm about to go clean my room up. Because my room a little junky, you know what I'm saying? My room a little junky, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, soon as I turn around, she pulling her pants down. I'm like, bro, the room I was about to clean up, she said, it ain't even that dirty. Just put a pallet down on the floor and we could get to it. Dang. I ain't say that, but I was thinking that in my head, like, dang. And this before the muscles. Imagine if I had muscles. Bruh, I'm telling you, I was smashing at least 2 to 3 women per week. On a bad week, I only hit 1 female. Dudes talking about they gotta practice no fap. That's for dudes who are super scared. They really just want to bust a woman down, but they gotta go to the hub instead. Instead of risking and hearing you rude as hell. Me personally, when I was in the hood, I learned from my cousins. That's all I seen when I was growing up. That's all I seen. When I spent that first summer with my cousin, bro, I was 14, 15 years old. My cousin 17, 18. They see me talking to a girl I was talking to all nice and stuff, trying to beat around the bushes, even though I really wanted to smash. They pulled me to the side like, bro, if you don't go tell her you trying to hit, she got everything hanging out. Bro, I still ain't tell her you trying to hit. Because I was scared that day. I had to see it be done in action. I repeat, I was young, so I had to see it get done first. But listen, when I used to hang around my cousins, there was no female attraction, eye contact, female attraction. If women lock eyes with my cousin, he will tell them, you trying to hit? I'm trying to hit. What you trying to do? It don't matter. He smack, Bro, I started trying that. Bro, it started happening to me. I started hitting. At first, she buzzed. Steph is so cold. Them dudes, they need game. I didn't need no game. Listen, why use game when you could be straightforward? If you really want to make out with a woman, why don't you just walk up to her and tell her, yo, I think you look amazing. Like, every time I see you, I just want to make out with you. What you trying to do? She either gonna say you rude as hell, or leave me the F alone, or yeah, we can. Listen, I'm from the hood, so I could never lose aura. Like King 68 the Great said, I'm from the hood, I could never lose aura. I don't know what it feel like to be like you dudes. Like you dudes, y'all ask women to go out to eat, and then if the food good, then you gonna ask her to come back to your place. I'm from the hood where as soon as we see a woman, we asking, yo, I'm trying to F-U-C-K. It wasn't no, I'm trying to go out to Joe's Crab Shack with you. I wasn't trying to do none of that. I already ate McDonald's. I already ate Wendy's. When I see what I like, I walk up straight to it. I'm trying to F-U-C-K. There's only two things she could say. Get the F out my face, or yeah, we can. This is why I noticed, bro. When I come to the suburbs, dudes be straight up scared. They gotta go out on all these dates. They have to go out on all of these dates. Dudes in the trap house, bruh. When I tell you I had women from the suburbs come to the trap house and they listen, I told them, we not going to the trap if I can't hit. I'm telling you, bro, I was raised around straightforward type of dudes. If you don't want to take her out to eat, them dudes gonna let it be known. Now, these dudes, like the soft type of dudes, they not gonna let it be known. They gonna spend $400 for no reason. When they know, soon as they see this, bro, it's a difference when you see a woman and you really want to take her out to eat. Like, you hungry, like, yo, you trying to go get something to eat? And then you will actually pay the whole $400-$600 because it was genuine. These dudes paying $400 out to eat and it's not genuine. They really want to smash, but they scared to ask a woman, yo, I'm trying to hit. I'm not really trying to take you serious like that. Dudes do not be telling women that, bro. I'm telling you. There is no competition. In 2025, all these dudes scared. I'm from the suburbs, but I was raised in the hood. Like I used to spend the whole summers at my cousin's house. And them dudes are straight trap stars. When I tell you them dudes are straight trap stars, the whole house smelled like Zaza. And they not smoking it. I repeat, the whole house smelled like Zaza and they not smoking it. The women from the suburbs that you think wasn't going like that, bro, they at that trap house going. Cause them dudes, they will walk up to a girl and say, yo, I'm trying to F-U-C-K. They not going up to no girl, hey, what's your number? Where you from? Shoot. Bro, they was hitting women, they didn't even know her name. I'm not saying nothing that like that's something to brag about, cause that's still a sin. Like, you smashing and you not even marrying these women, but I'm just saying. The red pill, they trying to teach you game. If you gonna be degenerate, why don't you be degenerate all the way? That's why I hate the bad boy phrase. If you gonna be a bad boy, why don't you slap everybody you see? These dudes, they pick and choose who they gonna slap. Bro, if you the bad boy like the hood dudes, bro, they punking everybody they see. They about to talk about everybody they see. If you not designer head to toe, they own your tail. At the end of the day, you got to understand. We really ain't had nothing to lose, bro. In the hood, we didn't have nothing to lose. When I was 17, bro, it was a point in my life. I was smashing so many females, bro, in Ohio, bro. It was like, bro, I'm going to be a hood dude forever. But it became, but like that stuff got boring after a while, bro. If you smashing 2 to 3 women every week, bro, that stuff did get boring, bro. Now, from like 17 to 21, that stuff was not boring. That's all I did. When a dude tried to get in a debate with me, you know what I was going to say? I bet I get more pussy than you. That's what I was going to say. They ain't had no comeback. They showing one woman that they just keep hitting. Man, listen. I don't know what it's about. It's, bro, this the new slang term. It's called having aura. Bro, in the hood, we didn't know what no aura even meant, bro. It was called, bro, if you turned on, bro, just tell her. Like, goddamn, it's not rocket science. At the end of the day, all the red pill gurus, the Negro love doctors who don't know what they talking about, they told you to run a game. We wasn't running a game on women. If we really wanted to just hit and not take her serious at all, I'm telling you, I was letting a woman know that up front. Like, I'm not trying to date you. I'm not trying to do none of that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. Like, I'm just trying to F-U-C-K, then I'm just trying to chill. And some women wasn't with that, and some women was with that. Bro, I was only shooting my shot at the 10 out of 10s. If I didn't think you was a 10 out of 10, I'm not even talking to you. So, listen, I done smashed enough 10 out of 10s, bro. I'm telling you, bro. There is too many women on earth to run a game. What are you running game for? If she say no, she don't want to F-U-C-K, it's going to be another baddie 15 minutes later that you run into. And she going to be with it. Nah, don't do that down south. Because, they be having STDs and stuff down south. They be going crazy. I don't be smashing nothing. I ain't going to lie. Because I'm on monk mode. I'm retaining. I'm actually abstinent. So I'm not doing that. But I'm just letting you dudes know. When I was growing up in a hood, bruh, that's not how hood dudes was talking. Bruh, the dudes I was hanging around, all my cousins, I only hung around my cousins, bro. I wanted to be just like my cousins. So I only hung around my cousins, bro, my big cousins. I ain't never heard them tell a woman, yo, you trying to go get something to eat? Them dudes trying to eat by themselves. They got ops. Why would you take a woman? Why would you take, bro? At the same time, it was not just because we trying to be straightforward, bro. We had real life ops. Why would you take a girl when it's about to be a potential shootout? That's how Cleveland was, bro. Cleveland is a small city. It's no suburbs in Cleveland. If somebody tell you it's a suburb in Cleveland, Ohio, they straight lying to you. They got one little small little town in Cleveland that they call North Randall. It's supposedly the suburb. Supposedly. But all the hood dudes work there for 20 an hour. I'm telling you. It's supposedly called the suburbs, but it's not the suburbs like that. Like, it's not the suburbs. Do not be fooled. Do not go to North Randall. They will shoot at you in front of the police. I don't know, bro, if it's just me or not, bro, but I grew up around bold dudes my whole life. I never been around no sweet dudes before. Every dude I was around, bro, he was bold. Like, I've been around dudes that shoot they shot at 1,000 women in one day. If they hear 1,000 no's, they gonna wake up the next day and shoot they shot at 1,000 more. Like, they never cared. That's the type of dudes I grew up around my whole life. Dudes who never cared. They hear the word no, and they go shoot they shot at the girl best friend. The girl best friend say no, they gonna shoot the shot at the girl mother. And the mother gonna say yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I grew up around a crazy environment. It was just
It was crazy, bro. It's hard to explain. If you not from the Midwest, bro, it's hard to explain, bro. It's just hard to explain, bro. Like, I don't know what they be doing in Texas because I ain't been down here long enough. I just be hearing STD secrets, but I don't be seeing dudes get active like that. Like, dudes really be going out on dates and they know they just want to hit. It's a difference when you go out on a date when you really want to take her on a date. But dudes I was around, they never had those intentions. They whole intentions was when they wake up in the morning, smash a female, then go spot the ops and blow them down. They live to catch hats and smash women and trap. I was around it all. I might have to take this video down because I'm like giving too much knowledge. This is not game. This was called being straightforward. When you being straightforward and honest with a woman, there's no lies. So a woman not gonna get mad at you for smashing her one night and never talking to her ever again. Cause when we met the woman, this is what we told her. I'm just trying to hit, nothing else. Like no attachments, nothing else. I'm just trying to hit right now. And I may never text you back or talk to you ever again. And I swear to God, on everything I love, if I'm lying, I'm going to HELL. The baddest of the baddest was with it. I swear to God. They don't gotta believe me because I'm not even from the hood. But what happens is when you black, you got cousins from the projects. So your favorite cousin lives in the projects. So you got the best of both worlds. You know how the suburbs feel and you know how the trenches feel. You know what it feel like to hear ricochet bullets all night long. I'm telling you, 4 a.m. in the morning is gunshots still going off. They like, bro, how is YN still up at 4 a.m. in the morning shooting? I'm hearing switches going off at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm standing at the bus stop. I got my 30 in my jacket. Oh yeah, I had the 30 under the armpit. Listen, I had the 30 under the armpit. Listen, in Cleveland, Ohio, it's normal to see everybody got a ski mask on, except for the females. Females, the only ones that's innocent and they going to college. They going to go be a doctor or a nurse or something. All the dudes in Cleveland, man, they shiestied up. We playing GTA. That's all I grew up around. I was from the suburbs, but I left the suburbs to go hang in the hood with my cousins. And that's why I learned you just gotta be straight up. The red pill, they gonna teach you how to be a master manipulator. Hood dudes was not manipulating women, bro. Not the hood dudes I know. We told her straight up, I'm just trying to hit, bro. It's just gonna be me, I'm trying to hit. If you not with that, listen, you not hitting this blunt. It is what it is. And they want to hit that blunt, so they gonna give it up. At the end of the day, listen, I had a friend, bro. He was acting scared. I guess he was from Florida. But like I said, I don't know if he represent Florida. I ain't never been to Florida a day in my life. If I go to Florida, I'm going to Miami. But like I said, I'm not from Florida, so I don't know how Florida dudes is, but that dude, he was scared, bro. He got around the woman not saying nothing the whole time. Shorty bad. She looking like she about to leave. So she come sit by me in less than 10 seconds. I'm rolling up a blunt. It wasn't even planned, bro. The red pill wants you to have a plan. They want you to plan how you gonna talk to a woman, what you gonna say to her. Bro, I'm rolling up a blunt. She sit by me, bro. She sat too close. I'm like, you trying to go in the other room, and like close the door and smoke this? Bro, in Cleveland, Ohio, women know what that mean. If you trying to go in the other room and close the door, they know what that mean. In the trap house, if she's in the trap house, she goes in the other room and want a personal blunt between him and her, bro. That's a smash session. That's a bang bro session. At the end of the day, it's hard to explain to dudes who are literally tuck they nuts. Like a lot of dudes in 2025, they love to say Gen Z this, Gen Z that. But I don't know what Gen Z they talking about. Are you talking about Gen Z suburban kids? Or cause you not talking about Gen Z dudes from the projects. Gen Z dudes from the projects, bro, we straightforward. I ain't gonna say we no more though. We was straightforward. That's why I'm gonna say past tense we. Cause I'm 23 right now. But when I was 21, like 2 years ago, oh bro, I was smashing a woman like, bro, I'm telling you, at least 2 to 3 females getting smashed on that same couch that I was sleeping on. I was sleeping on my best friend's couch in a trap house. Still getting dimes from the suburbs. The woman you thought that wasn't like that, I was hitting them. And I didn't have to pay 25 a cheek like Shannon Sharp. At the end of the day, I got the Zaza. That was the money, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what it is, bro. In the hood, if you a trap star, bro, if you sell Zaza, you are in the NBA. I'm 5'7". I never heard in the hood, in the trenches, a woman say, I like dudes who 6 feet tall. Bro, they like trap stars. If you trapping, if you scamming, you could be 4'11". I know dudes in the trenches 4'11". They throwing me females. Like, yeah, I hit her, she gonna be with it. Bro, you like 4'11". It don't matter, bro. He got peas. He got peas. At the end of the day, listen, you got to understand. Bruh, as a man, why is y'all tucking y'all nuts? You know, soon as you see, bro, what's the first thing that comes to your mind soon as you see a quote unquote baddie? Damn, I'm trying to smash. So where does dinner come in? Where does paying for it or dinner come between that? How did you get to a dinner date if you seen her the first 3 seconds, you was like, damn, she got a fat ASS. I'm trying to hit. Then y'all dudes end up at Steak 48. How? Like, how, bro? How? But listen, I'm not giving dudes game. I'm just letting it be known. Like, bruh, FedEx Fearless, y'all listen to AMS. AMS literally supposed to be the red pill, the done daughter of red pill. He was on a dinner date, but his whole job is to F these BITCHs to sleep. But you on a dinner date. That's not effing no female to sleep. That's eating with her. You spending money. Then if she feel like, oh, you spent enough money, I'm going to go back to his house. That's social media, bro. In reality, in the trenches, we never did that, bro. We didn't have no money to go out to eat. If the female in the trenches, she trying to get hit. She trying to get hit, bro. I'm telling you. That's what goes on in Cleveland, bro. Cleveland, Ohio, bro. Ohio, period. Because listen, I lived in Cleveland, Ohio. I was smashing females in Kent, who went to Kent University, who went to Kent State. I was smashing women in Columbus. I was smashing women from LeBron James' town, Akron. I smashed so many Akron females. I was smashing women in Bedford Heights, Euclid, St. Clair, Babby Road. Hey, Bigger the Don, if you see this video, listen, I'm not influencing you to do this. I know you in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to just tell you, listen, stack your paper up and get out of Cleveland, Ohio. Because Cleveland, Ohio is a war zone. But at the end of the day, you can get carried away in Cleveland, Ohio. Like, if you doing retention or monk mode in Cleveland, Ohio, if you practicing abstinence in Cleveland, Ohio, that's hard, bro. When I tell you that is hard to do. Listen, I had to move to Texas to practice celibacy. If I was in my old city, Cleveland, Ohio, there is no semen retention in Cleveland, Ohio. It's going to be women like trying to throw you the cat. You bet not put on no Jordans. If you put on some Jordan 5s, some Jordan 4s, bro, you getting laid. I'm telling you. It's a small city of like a population of 250,000, bro. It's literally nothing to do. Like Texas, it's a lot of stuff to do. You got a lot of restaurants out here. You got a lot of aquariums out here. Cleveland, Ohio, we ain't got nothing. You gotta go to Detroit to have fun. That's 3 hours away. If you want to have fun in Cleveland, Ohio, you gotta travel. You gotta get in a car and drive 3 hours away to have fun in Cleveland, Ohio. There's literally nothing to do but smash, put on shiesty mask, and slide on the ops all day long. That's all it is in Cleveland, Ohio. There's no rec centers. All the rec centers get shot up. I'm telling you, it's a literal war zone. So everybody's smashing out of stress. Everybody's smashing out of stress. If you got a girlfriend in Cleveland, Ohio, she got 75 bodies. If she told you 3, she lying. I swear on everything I love. Cleveland, Ohio, you're not finding no virgin. I lost my virginity in Cleveland, Ohio at 13 years old. Listen, the woman I smashed was 16. I was 13. At the end of the day, you got to understand, Cleveland, Ohio, you grown when you turn 14, bro. You grown when you 13. As a dude, you're grown at 13 years old in Cleveland, Ohio. You got your first gun. I'm telling you, there is no suburbs. They gonna tell you the suburbs is North Randall, bro. North Randall, the ops getting shot in North Randall. North Randall is just where the 20 an hour jobs is at. And they gonna hire all the street dudes. Everybody with a felony, you will get hired for 20 an hour at North Randall in Cleveland, Ohio. That's a cheat code. If you got a record, go to North Randall. But listen, don't even go to North Randall. Screw that. Wait, scratch that. Scratch that. You gonna smash somebody chick, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they really look up to Sexy Red in Cleveland, Ohio. That's their idol. They look up to Sexy Red in Cleveland, Ohio. Every woman I was smashing, she was literally damn near about to rap Sexy Red whole album while I'm hitting it from the back. I swear to God, man. God, please forgive me for my sins. In Jesus' name, amen. Now I plead the fifth. After we sip the fifth. Listen. I didn't have, bro, what the hell is game? Like, what the hell is running game? I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. There was no such thing as running game, trying to manipulate a woman, trying to control her mind. We didn't have to learn conversation skills. Our conversation skills was, I'm horny, you trying to hit? That's our conversation skills in Cleveland, Ohio. And 9 times out of 10, bro, I literally had a 90% ratio of smashing women that I really wanted to smash in Cleveland, Ohio. I hit a woman with a BBL in Cleveland, Ohio. Most of these dudes watching Red Pill content, they never smashed a woman with a BBL before at the age of 17 years old. Imagine being 17, smash a 30-year-old woman with a BBL. They never knew what that felt like. At the end of the day, my cousin was 18. He was dating a 40-year-old woman who lived on Section 8. He was just straight smashed. Bro, the most a woman would tell you in Cleveland, Ohio is, do you got a rubber? That's how you know if she really ain't feeling you like that. If she tell you, yo, you got a rubber, that's how you know she a runner and she not feeling you like that. But for the most part, they don't want no type of rubber action. You better not go buy that Magnum. At the end of the day, shout out to my cousin, even though I had to block him and like had to get away from Cleveland, Ohio, because they gonna tempt me to go back for the cat. Listen, I jumped off the porch not to make dudes fear me. Even though I was chasing dudes over the fence with a 40. I didn't do that for that. I did that for the red bones. I smashed all the red bones that I wanted to smash when I was 17 to 21. That was 2 years ago. I'm 23 now. I found Jesus Christ and I leave all red bones alone now. I already had my fun, bro. I already did all the moves your favorite corn star did for YouTube purposes. I already did all the moves on him. That stuff played out, bro. This is what makes monk mode and retention so easy for me. I already experienced everything from the time I was 13 to 21. I'm talking to y'all like I'm 50 years old. I already experienced everything. You know how many experiences you know how many miscarriages I had, bro? I had 2 miscarriages. God saved me. I ain't got no children, bro. I have no children. I got no baby mama drama. God saved me, bro. I had 2 miscarriages in 1 year from 2 different women. I had a miscarriage from a white woman who looked like, Gabby, I'ma choke you. That went out to, bro, I had a miscarriage from a white woman looked like the same white woman that Shannon Sharp messed with. Yeah, one of them OF model type white woman. I had a miscarriage with her. I had another miscarriage with a red bone. I got them both pregnant 1 month apart. I'm not bragging. I'm really not bragging. Cause if I had 2 children, my life would have been over. My life would have been over. I would have been trap or die like Jeezy. I would have been trapped, bro. I was trying to rap. I wanted to be like Pooh Shiesty, bro. I'm talking about, bro. I couldn't be a rapper because I was getting so much cat, I couldn't even drop no music. After I get the... I swear I could not make this up. Bruh. I ain't had no money for no... All I had was designer clothes, bro. I ain't had no money to go to the studio. It was either spend that 50 on a studio session or spend that 50 on some Zaza so I can get the neck from old girl, from this red bone. I'd rather spend that 50 on getting the neck from this red bone so I could spend that 50 with the plug, who is my best friend, or my cousin. I could get 14 G's. I'm Big Meech. I swear to God, everything I love. If you got 14 grams of Zaza in Cleveland, Ohio, you Big Meech. They gonna let you hit. They want you to smoke them out 2 to 3 backwoods and you can hit. They don't even gotta be 3 fives, bro. Bro, I had scammer friends. They got 20K cash money in they fanny pack. They rolling up 1.5s in a backwood, bro. The trenches is real. I'm like, bro, you got 20K, bro. Ain't no way you pinching that weed like that. Bro, rolling the skinniest woods. The skinniest woods. Everybody not like that. This dude, he just really like that tobacco hit. Now, me personally, bro, I'm giving my scammer friend $10. Yo, bro. He's scamming so much, I give him $10. He give me 7 grams of weed for $10. Of the fire, of the 15 to G. That's how plugged in I was. I'm telling you, bro, my dad was like the biggest trapper in Cleveland, Ohio. Literally, I've been famous in my city with no blue check. Like, no blue check. Like, they knew me in real life. Ain't you 40, you smashed old girl, or ain't you 40, your dad named such and such. Not gonna put his business out there like that. At the end of the day, my dad got 10 kids. I repeat, my dad got 10 kids from 8 different baby mamas. I've never been around dudes who gotta use red pill knowledge. I've never been around dudes who gotta use pimp game. I've been around dudes who just gonna tell her straight up, yo, you look good as hell. I'm trying to smash you like right now. She either gonna say hell no or she gonna say, yeah, I'm with that. Where you trying to shoot? When you trying to do it? When you trying to, you feel me? So listen, my Gen Z type of growing up era was kind of like way different from Gen Z in different states. If you not from bruh, they don't know what it feel like, bruh. You got the baddest of the baddest woman coming to the trap house to get hit on one sofa. It was only one sofa, only one couch in the trap house. I hit 10 females that same week on that same couch, and I gotta sleep on that couch. I ain't never, bruh. My childhood was lit, bruh. It was messed up, but it was lit. I repeat, my childhood was messed up, but it was lit at the same time. You got homies getting shot, and then that same week, you shooting at people. You getting into shootouts, and you smashing. Bruh. Now, I plead the fifth. Because if cases are still open, I just plead the fifth, bro. The police in Cleveland, Ohio don't even care, bro. You know how many times I got pulled over with weapons in the car? Straight illegal. They just take the weapon and let me go. Literally, Cleveland, Ohio got the most cricket cops in the world. Down south is different. Oh, they taking you. You black? Oh, you going to jail. Up north, boy, they don't care. They taking that gun away. They know you got ops. They letting you, bro. They not taking you to jail. They not taking you to jail for no gun in Cleveland, Ohio. As long as you didn't, when the police put the flashlights on you and it ain't in your possession, I'm in the front seat. The weapon in the back seat. The weapon is in the back seat. I'm gonna have to take this live down in a few weeks, but the weapon is in the back seat. I threw the weapon to the back seat. They're like, did you know it was a weapon in the car? A Glock 30 and a Glock 23. Oh no, this my people's car. That's all I used to say. This my people's car. I had friends in here earlier. They not here no more. But yeah, this ain't mine. That ain't mine. They not doing no investigation. All they telling you is, well, whoever wants to identify themselves to this weapon, you could come back to the police station and come get it back. I'm not going to the police station. I knew the plug. I'm going straight to the plug. I got $800 on me. I'm about to buy another 2-3 for $400. And I'm about to put a 30 on there from online. It costs $30. I'm telling you, bro. But listen, like, that's the only thing I respect about King 6'8" the Great. When he said I could never lose aura because I'm from the projects. Bro, literally. That's a new word. Aura, bro, we're not educated in the projects. We don't know what the hell aura even means. All we know is I'm not about to tell no lies. I'm not about to cap to no female, especially if she a baddie, bro. I'm not about to play that, oh, well, I went to Harvard. Girl, I don't care nothing about that. I'm trying to hit. Is you trying to hit? Or if you not trying to hit, listen, I don't know what to tell you. What you want me to lie to you? I really don't care. I got a rotation of 17. AMS talking about a rotation of 8. When I was 17, I had a rotation of 17 with a Glock 17. So I like the red pill content be making me laugh, bro. Cause it's like, why do y'all have to go from low interest to high interest? You gotta act like you don't like the woman. We never act. We bro. It wasn't no faking, bro. Act like you don't like her just to get her. Oh, absolutely not, bro. We from the hood. Oh, she about to know something. We about to tell her something. Oh, you got a bubble back there, shorty. I'm trying to hit like right now. What you got going on? She, you trying to go get some Don Julio? You trying to go get some Henny? Shit. I got some Zaza. I ain't got no Henny. I ain't got no money for no Henny. At the end of the day, listen. My cousin, bro, we literally smoked free Zaza. Free Zaza. My dad was the plug. He had so much Zaza. Bro, I used to steal Zaza from my dad, bro. I used to go in his trap house, get three of the biggest handfuls of Zaza, and leave, and he still didn't even know. That's how much Zaza my dad had. I'm telling you. I'm from a grimy city, bro. That's just how it was back then. Now, would I do that? What I did back then today? Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. For what reason? You gonna have a baby mother that you really ain't try to get pregnant, but you really just wanted to hit it. But now you really got responsibilities. See, they trying to sell you sex, but they not selling you the child support. They not telling you you gotta make sure you gotta buy Pampers. Make sure you got that school supplies from pre-K all the way to 12th grade. Make sure every school season you could buy your son at least 3 pair of J's for the first day of school. Because you know the first day of school is the most important day of school. Bro, I literally used to go to school not to learn nothing at all. I'm going to school to be fresh and smash something. I'm from Cleveland, bro. I'm not from the South. I don't know what they do in the South. They probably be listening to Red Pill content in the South. Up north, bruh, Red Pill content, bruh, they watching us. They called us Pookies and Ray Rays. My name is not Pookie. The females gave me my nickname. Because I used to stay with a Glock 23. They used to call me 40, bruh. So now my name is penthouse40 because I elevated in life. But women in my hood, like, they don't know my real name. They don't know my real name. They know my nickname that they gave me. I told one shorty my name was Trey. She told me, every time I see you, you always got a 2-3 with you. I'm going to start calling you 40. And I was trying to be a rapper. Bruh, my name was 40. My name was Lil 40. At the end of the day, that's why on my old page, Lil 40, my bio was like this. I was throwing foes up. Bruh. You just be doing stuff, bro. But back then, when I was Lil 40 and you didn't see my SR page, that's because I was in Cleveland and Fertish buzz without watching Stephen So Cold. Stephen So Cold, he bitter. He gotta react to random TikTok women. We was not doing that. You think we watching TikTok, bro? We was in the hood. We is TikTok. We is TV. Like, literally. It's a different world, bro. It's just a different world. When you grew up in that environment, then you understand, like, bro, if me or YS Eats was to, like, shout out to YS Eats, because we was talking about this, I was on his live earlier. Bruh, like, I grew up in the hood, bro. I grew up in the projects. If I wanted to make content like King 6'8" the Great, bro, you do not gotta be 6'8" to get that type of attention, bro. We did not care about that. Bro, I would ask 100 women in a day, 100 different baddies. Yo, I'm horny. I'm trying to FUCK. YouTube friendly. Literally, that. If you call that game, that was my game. Telling her I'm trying to FUCK. It was no beating around the bushes. Hi, my name's such and such. What's your name? What school did you go to? I don't care about what school she went to. When I seen her, I got turned on. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do nothing else. I'm not trying to know your middle name. Where'd you grow up? Where your mother grew up? Now, the only thing is I'm capping. In Cleveland, Ohio, you do gotta ask where a woman from. Cause she could be from the ops hood. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But before the woman even slid to the trap house, we already knew where she was from. Just in case she not trying to set up a back door. I repeat, just in case she not trying to set up the back door. We already knew where she was from. Oh, she from Kent? All right, bet. We ain't got no ops in Kent. We don't be out there like that. I went to Kent just for females. I literally drove to Kent just to holla at females and sell Zaza. Bro, I was the plug. when you a trap star in a melanated community, when you a trap star, you live a different life. We live like we was above the law. In Cleveland, Ohio, we shoot at police. Ain't no, they be doing different stuff down south. They really scared of the police down south. Like, black men is scared of the police down south. In Cleveland, Ohio, black men is not afraid of the police. We shoot at other YNs. We shoot at police officers. All type of stuff. If the police see us clutching a gun with a 30 on it and they got a switch, we instead of getting 20 years right off the bat, we gonna shoot him in the arm and then take off running. Literally, there is a page on Instagram called the Cleveland Remembrance page. If you follow the Cleveland Remembrance page, just scroll. All you gotta do is turn on the notifications. Suspect, 17-year-old black male, shot at police officer. Bruh, it's like St. Louis, it's like Chicago. We right next door to Chicago. We an hour and 24 minutes away from Chicago. That's like 2-3 hours away from St. Louis. We was not far at all, bro. We surrounding Detroit and Indiana. At the end of the day, I was a trap star. I'm in Detroit every weekend getting peas, getting pounds. In Detroit every weekend getting pounds. I'm telling you, the reason I could talk about this is because I don't live that life no more. I'm talking about when I was younger and when I was like a real YN. They'll label me a YN because I'm 23, but I'm not a YN no more. I live in the suburbs. I'm not a YN no more. I'm proper. I'm proper now. I graduated to being a proper type of guy. But yeah, we didn't grow up listening to no red pill content. Like, when I watched red pill content, it was because that popped up on my feed and they talking about how to instantly smash. I click on a video, they not even telling the part where they said, yo, I'm trying to smash. So they making videos how to instantly smash, how to go from low interest to high interest. They talking about text game. In Cleveland, Ohio, we not texting no females, bro. We pulling up on foot. Ski mask, shiesty mask. It ain't no remove your shiesty. Them females in Cleveland, Ohio, they know what's going on. We got ops. If we remove the shiesty, it may be a shootout. You may get hit by ricochet bullets if we remove the shiesty mask. We can't remove the shiesty mask because we horny right now and we trying to hit. I'll remove the shiesty mask once we get to the trap house. Where it's the safe house like GTA. Bruh, 90% of dudes is playing GTA 5, GTA 6 before it even came out. Right now. Dudes 30 years old, they scared of the YNs in Cleveland. I'm telling you. All the old heads that try to act tough, the AMSs, the FitX Fearlesses, bro, we would have robbed FitX Fearless 17 times till he became FitX Fearful. We would have turned FitX Fearless to FitX Fearful. At the end of the day, bro, they talking about how to get a rotation. Bro, I smashed my girlfriend whole friend group. I wasn't even thinking about how to get no rotation. I wasn't trying to do that. Every time I went around my female friends, every time I went around my girlfriend friends, they looking at me smiling. So when my girl go to work, oh, I'm on them too. And my girl's bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's in my younger days before I found Jesus Christ. It was one point in my life where I was like, bro, I'm about to go to HELL, and I'm about to have a fun time on earth. Like, real talk. Before to think about the yachts and actually wanted to be a supercar driver and a hypercar owner and stuff like that and become a multi-millionaire, I was living like I was a celebrity. That's why I don't care about fame to this day. You would be surprised on how many women you could just walk up to and be like, yo, I'm trying to smash. Especially with sexual liberation. The red pill, they be crying about sexual liberation. Bruh, that's a benefit. Now you can definitely walk up to women in the hood and say, yo, if she's single, bruh, if she say she's single, you could say, I'm trying to F-U-C-K. Now, I wouldn't recommend that right now because, like, I'm on monk mode. And the dudes who watch me, y'all are on monk mode. But this is why I'm telling you, you don't need red pill content. Because I'm a clear example. Bruh, if I really cared about fame and really did collaborations like the red pill, I would have one of the females I was dating join one of my lives and tell you herself that I cheated on her with her whole friend group. She used to literally expose herself in front of her brand new friends, and they wearing booty shorts, letting it all hang out. They like, damn, he smashed your whole friend group, and you still with him? That mean he really slanging. So now I could smash her friend. But now I found Jesus Christ and I really be treating women good, like I'm a gentleman. I don't be on none of that stuff no more. I already did all that. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to prove. I did that, bro. Dudes who watch Red Pill, they're hoping for an experience like that. Dudes who watch Red Pill, they never once in their life ever smashed a woman the first 15 minutes of being around her in real life. The first 15 minutes, you tell a woman, I'm about to go upstairs, clean my room up. Bro, I was bringing baddies back to my grandmama house. They wasn't caring about, oh, this dude, he a brokey, he live with his grandma. Man, I was a trap lord. I was at my granny house because I ain't want to waste extra money that I could buy another pound for and flip that. Listen, it is what it is. But now I don't live that life no more. I retired from the streets. Bro, if you 22 and up, you hang your jersey up, bro. The streets, the YNs is for 21 years old and under. If you 22 and up, bro, what you in the streets for, bro? You just about to ruin your whole 20s for no reason. You about to go to jail for 18 years. For being a trap lord, smashing everybody wife, smashing everybody sister, smashing everybody mother, smashing everybody auntie. Bruh. It was females that used to hit me up while I was the trap star like, yo, I'll give you some head if you give me 14 grams. And I'm talking about, they look like Brittany Renner, red bones that look like that. I'm talking about with banging bodies. That'll come around you and tell you gotta pay for it. Or you gotta take her out to eat. Or what do you do for a living? I was a trap star. She knew what I did for a living. I get these bowls going. If you know what that mean from the Midwest, you know what bowls mean. That mean peas. That's a short-term word, slang word for pounds. And that's Zaza. Up north in the Midwest, we call them bowls. Like a bowl. Like a big bowl of cereal. That's how much Zaza, like a big popcorn bowl, that's how much Zaza we carrying around. I literally used to flex Zaza. Bro, we didn't have to flex money like that. If you don't got no money, boy, you better flex that big pea of Zaza, that bowl of Zaza. If you flex that bowl of Zaza and you got some J's on and you smell good, like you just took a shower, and you got like some Serende jeans on or some Stack jeans. Bro, when Stack jeans first came out, you know how many females I got off of having Stack jeans, bro? Stop playing with me, man. Hey, they had to learn red pill now. All I had to do was buy some Stack jeans. And guess what? I ain't even buy no Stack jeans. I stole all my... Bro, Cleveland's so bold. You gotta be bold. If you in Cleveland and you a softie, you not gonna last. If you a softie and you go to Cleveland for 3 months, you're literally gonna turn into a gang lord. You gonna turn into a GTA created player. You gonna turn into Q50. Literally. You could be a good, sweet boy. You could be a really good kid. Go to Cleveland, Ohio for 3 months, for 90 days. You gonna turn into Q50. I'm telling you, you're going to turn into Q50. You're gonna turn into Q50. You gonna be hitting licks. You gonna be going crazy. You gonna be smashing so many chicks, bro. You cannot come up on nothing. If a woman know that you shiested up, you got a 30, you getting laid, bro. You getting laid if you got a gun collection. And they gonna give you the cat for protection. So basically, like when I tell dudes she gonna give you the cat on co-assignment, that was my life. I got the cat on co-assignment in Cleveland the whole time. Cause I had so many sticks. What they call in the hood, I had so many weapons. They was all stolen. Well, they wasn't technically stolen. I just had females. I would literally pay them money to go put a weapon in their name because they got a clean record. I had white girls I was smashing just so they could go in a gun store for me. Go get me an ARP. ARPs was on sale $450 for a 5.56 for a 2.23. Take it to the Puerto Ricans, they'll put a fully in there. At the end of the day, $450. Just give me $100 extra. So when I report a stolen, you know you paid off. So all I gotta do is pay $550. Well, that's 2 zips off of, bro. I'm straight going to, bro. I'm going to Akron. That's what you could call the suburbs, but Akron still get active. At the end of the day, I'm going to Akron, selling them zips to Zaza that really go for $120 in Cleveland. I'm selling it to them for $250 a zip. They buying that. Akron dudes, I was straight hitting. I was straight finessing Akron dudes. And them Akron females, I was straight finessing them when I was a trap lord. I'm gonna get them. I'm not even gonna get them 28 G's. I was giving them 17.5, making it look like, you feel me? I had the big old nugs, make it look like it's a zip, but it's only 17. At the end of the day, break them. They paying me $250 a pop. I just sold 2 zips. I got 16 left. Listen, we gotta change the subject. I don't want them to take that video down. This video down. But yeah, I got 16 left. Now I got 16 left because I have more than one bowl. Now I got a P I'm about to make $1,500 off of. I'm eating out every single day, bro. They don't understand the life of a trap lord. Why the trap lords be out of shape. We eating good every single day. We don't gotta work out or nothing. They want what we got. You wanna get high? I'm your God. But at the end of the day, listen, Father, please forgive me for my sins. I don't live that life no more. Now I just be working out 3 times a day. Dropping content and work a 9 to 5. I don't even smoke Zaza no more. Like I don't use anything. Bro, I'm telling you, I had the green too. Stop playing with me. I had the perp, I had the fake perp too. Listen, I had the fake perp too. Not like the activist perp. I had the qualitist perp. That was the weakest perp in the world. You might as well get the green. I had the baby bottles. Bruh, no NyQuil. I'm telling you, bruh. And y'all real life had to learn red pill knowledge. And it's not really that we was getting one night stands because we had Zaza. Some of the females that I was smashing the first 15 minutes, I meet them. It's because I was just being straightforward. Like, see, this the mindset of a trap lord. At any moment, a RICO case could happen. So with that being said, if a RICO could happen at any moment, we might as well just tell her we just want to smash. Because, I mean, we probably finna go to jail. We probably finna die. Like, for real, it's Cleveland, Ohio. You might get robbed, and today might be your last day. That's how Cleveland, Ohio is. It's just like Chicago. You could be the man last week, and the next week you're not here. You got hit 17 times. They emptied the whole clip on you. At the end of the day, you got to understand. That's how Cleveland, Ohio is. So it's like, bruh, Trap Lord's mindset, hood dude's mindset is, bro, we living fast anyways. We probably 9 times out of 10, we gonna go to jail or we gonna get shot. So if we see a baddie, bro, we can't waste no time. We literally think it's the end of the world when we see a baddie. We tell them straight up, damn, you bad as hell. I'm trying to hit. And it's either yo, I'm with that too. Where you trying to go? Shoot, we go back to the trap house. I got the za, I got everything. You got a bottle? Man, listen. All I'm gonna say is Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.